Good morning, my beautiful creatives, and welcome to day 10 of 30 Days with Chrissie B. I'm so excited. Can you believe it's been 10 days? It's mind-boggling. So I'm so excited to share with you something that I'm going to try for the very first time today, and that is making my very own body butter. Now that I'm not working, I have a lot of time to look at Pinterest boards and trying to figure out different things that I want to try, things I want to make, things I want to do. And one of the things that everybody and their mother is talking about is coconut oil. So where the heck have I been? How come I not heard about the magnanimous coconut oil? Well, apparently coconut oil is so awesome for your skin. So I decided I wanted to try to use coconut oil to make my own body butter. Now, to make a body butter, you have to have coconut oil and some kind of a butter, like cocoa butter. So I have coconut oil, cocoa butter, I have some vitamin E oil, I have some peppermint essential oil. Now, peppermint is just my flavor of choice. You can use whatever scent you would like. Peppermint brings me back to my childhood. My mom loved peppermint lotions. So it was our job as kids to always put her peppermint lotion on her feet, especially when she was going through her breast cancer treatment. So I love peppermint oil. I love having that in my lotions. And I think that this is gonna make something so great for my skin at nighttime, especially with my nighttime routine of putting my fuzzy socks on over a big slathering of body butter. I'm so excited. I just hope it turns out, because I really have no idea. I've never done this before. We're kind of flying by the seat of our pants. So let's get started. I will show you how I'm gonna do this. Okay, so for this recipe, I'm gonna use coconut oil, some cocoa butter, some vitamin E oil, some essential peppermint oil. I'm going to use a 3/4 cup, a 1/4 cup, and a teaspoon. I'm also going to use a small saucepan and a small metal bowl. And I will also be using my KitchenAid mixer because we want to make this a whipped body butter. The last thing I'm going to do is, this is the jar that I'm going to be filling. I'm not exactly sure how much it fills. This was something I pulled from the recycle container, but it does have a nice screw-on lid and it is a glass jar, so I thought that would be perfect. And I thought this amount would be a really good amount to try. So the first thing I'm going to do is fill my saucepan with about halfway with water. I have to make a water bath to melt the cocoa butter because it is a solid. I am also going to grab myself a dish rag so that I can hold on to this bowl. This bowl is going to get hot. And I'm going to start my water on about a medium temperature. I want the cocoa butter to be able to melt over the water. So let's open the cocoa butter. And this is what it looks like. It's pretty solid. Not even exactly sure how to get it out of here, but let's grab a spoon. And I want about 3/4 of a cup of the cocoa butter. Okay, I have about 3/4 of a cup of cocoa butter. Now, I will not lie to you, that was not easy. That was really quite a workout. But I just used a spoon to keep chipping away at it, and I found that if I took little scrapings at a time, it made less of a mess. So I'm gonna take that and put it into my bowl, the metal bowl that I have prepared. I'm essentially going to put this over a pot of hot water, and I want to use my hand towel to hold this because this is a metal bowl. It will get warm very quickly, but these metal bowls have a little hoop on it, so I can just hold on to by that. And I'm just going to let this melt. Okay, now that that is completely melted, I'm gonna take it off of the heat. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add 1/4 of a cup of coconut oil to this. Now, coconut oil has a much lower melting point, so I'm hoping that this will just melt without having to go back on the stove. If not, I'm leaving the stove on just in case. I'm also going to add 1 teaspoon of vitamin E oil. Okay, and just mix that all together. Okay, now that that is completely melted, I'm going to go ahead and turn my stove off. Keep my spoon nearby for stirring. Now that that's completely melted, I just need to add my peppermint oil. And I'm going to add 5 or 6 drops. I don't really know how much to add. I just kind of want to add it until I'm happy with it. Okay, that was pretty generous, but I think that will work. Okay, now that that mixture has completely liquefied and I've mixed all of my ingredients together, I've stuck the bowl into the freezer and I'm going to set a timer for 20 minutes. I want this mixture to not completely harden, but I want it to solidify a little bit, because after this is done, I'm going to throw it into my KitchenAid mixer and we're going to whip it up, because I want this to be a whipped body butter. So that is how we're going to accomplish that. So I shall see you in 20 minutes. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I basically took it out of the freezer and mixed it about once every 5 minutes. And then when it got about this consistency, I took it out. I'm gonna scrape this out into my stand mixer. So I'm not sure how long this is gonna take to whip, but I have a feeling it's gonna be a while because it's pretty solid. I think most of it's gonna come out of the bowl. That's nice. Take the beater off, the whisk off for a moment. Okay, I'm gonna put the whisk attachment back on. I'm gonna set this down and let it get started. Okay, so that got whipped for about 7 minutes and it's turned a gorgeous white. So I've removed the bowl from the mixer and you can see it is just such a gorgeous color, and it actually fluffed up really well. I didn't really know what to expect. But it changed from a light beige to a really pretty white, and it smells so good. So I'm just gonna use my spatula and I'm gonna scoop it into my glass jar. Now you wanna make sure that your glass jar has been sterilized, because you don't want any little friends growing in there that you did not invite to the party. So I would recommend soaking that in a really hot pan of water. Let that boil for a few minutes. Same with the lid. You just want to make sure you have no joiners to the party except the joiners that you have personally invited. It smells like peppermint chocolate, which is one of my favorites. I wasn't expecting that, but it's pretty nice. Give it a couple tamps down to get it down to the bottom. And I'll probably clean up the lip of my jar a little bit. Rub that into my hands because my hands already feel so awesome. So who knew that body butter could be so easy to make, and it smells so good. Now, when you put this on, when you use this for the first few times, it does have a tendency to feel a little bit greasy. But you know, I've just tried it for myself for the very first time, and if you let it sit for about 5 minutes, it really just soaks right in. It's like your body's craving all this moisture. So, and it does. It smells so good. It smells like a dessert. It smells like chocolate, peppermint chocolate. Oh, do you guys like peppermint chocolate bark? I do. Maybe that's what I'm gonna call this. Peppermint bark body butter. Whew, so good. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this recipe. I am so jazzed that it turned out. I'm even thinking about Christmas presents. Yeah, I'm so stoked. I can't believe that this worked out so well. I can't wait to see what I try next. If you like this video, please thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, don't forget to subscribe. Until tomorrow, bye.